Alright, so here was the first idea that I had. You see my helper Sammy up on the hill. Hi, Sammy. Very nice. So the first thought that I had was, if you needed to keep track of the signal strength while you were processing it, it wouldn't do if it kept changing constantly. And so you needed a sort of weight memory cell. So you see what I have right here is just very simply a loop of comparators with one break in between. So a signal that goes in spins around and around and around in there and just stays there. Whatever the weight is, it stays there. So you'll notice though that there's my measure. Sammy's up jumping on my measure. The only difference between this and the last one is I've stuck some comparators in so that I can bend it around the corner, but otherwise it's a simple measure. Over here I have my adjust memory value. So I'm going to change the memory value to 15. And unlike the other device, you'll notice the wool hasn't risen, the meter hasn't risen, because this is still set to 0. But when I push the button, suddenly the whole thing rises up to level 15. If I take out half of them, it doesn't drop to level 8, but when I set the memory, oh, now it's down to level 8. And if I drop it to level 1, you'll notice when I push the button, down to level 1. Alright. So, why does this work? Well, it's pretty simple. As you saw earlier, I showed you the loop of values. This comparator right here measures the value of this hopper, and this set of repeaters, this redstone torch and this set of repeaters, tells this comparator to constantly subtract 15 from whatever value this is. Well, it doesn't matter what this value is, it's always going to output 0. Therefore, it's never going to change the value that's over here, that's cycling around. If I wanted to change that value, I have this set right here to do it, and this right here, the trouble is, what if the value here was 0? What if I needed to reset this value to 0? Well, if I tried to put 0 on top of a higher signal, it wouldn't decrease it. So when I push that button, it sends a signal to this redstone and to this repeater, which says to this particular comparator, subtract 15 from whatever the current signal is. And so it immediately dumps the current signal and immediately adds whatever the present signal is. So when I make it up to 15 again, you'll notice I push the button, it raises the spinning signal up to 15. When I drop it back down to 0, and then push the button, this value right here clears it, and it all drops down. So that's a simple, very simple way to keep the memory of what your signal strength is. Just send it in a little loop. Bye, Sammy. Oh, you're losing your head again, Sammy. Bye.